Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the video on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin Cash. Now, for me personally, I don't have any of this because I think there's much better coins you could personally be holding. But as you know, I like to analyze everything. So for those that are holding this, let's get right into this. So pretty much the beginning, as we can see at the bottom right over here, we have a nice big support at pretty much $105. So this area we should probably never see again. Then we have another support right over here, pretty much at 202. And if we zoom out a little bit, this is on the monthly. We can see we're kind of creating this typical triangle, right? And if we go like this, we can tell that we pretty much are trying to break out from it. So pretty much uh, everything is going to be going up as we know over the next few months. So what are some expected prices we could see? Well, if we go on the weekly here, right? One area you could look for is pretty much into this institutional candle. Now, I will say I will think that this coin will do much better than going up to 1,160, right? Because that is only pretty much, I think it's from here to here. It's only a 72% gain. So I'll see Bitcoin Cash doing much better than that, but this is the first area you could be paying attention and looking at. Yeah, so pretty much 1,200 area. I mean, that is really low, right? Um, this is an area you could consider, but we will go past this. So pretty much for me now, the second most important thing is market cap. Right now, currently, we're at $13.5 billion market cap, which is quite a bit. But I can still see this coin just from the top of my head doing like a 5x. If we go pretty much to the previous cycles, we can see that in 2017, 2018, pretty much it reached $56 billion, which is, especially back then, that was a lot. In 2021, it had a way worse of a run, right? We pretty much only hit, if we go here, if the mouse will actually work, we hit only pretty much 29, 30 billion. So that is much weaker. But however, we are breaking out of this big triangle that I drew out earlier, right? So do think there will be a bigger pump, not only because of that, but also because there's gonna be way more money now involved than there was last time, right? So where can we see price going other than this area? I would say one other area is up here, right? Because there is some like support and resistance. So we could go to like 2,400, I'd say, as like a casual target, right? We could go here. So 2.5 times your money, which is, it's not bad, but there's better things holding, right? Remember, this is only from like a technical analysis standpoint. We're not talking about, the fundamental side and, all like the potential news that could be coming out. We're just talking about, it's a technical analysis, right? So then the other point will be, potentially making equal highs. So from that standpoint, right, if we pretty much, if we pretty much take it from here, right? If we take it from here to equal highs, that is actually a good amount. That's pretty much 5 times your money. Um, if we do get like a liquidity sweep, which would be just a little bit higher, right? The way it works, it'll be a little bit higher, and then it slam down and start going back down, right? Then we could potentially see us maybe going to even like 6 times profit, right? So those are just some things you can consider. If Bitcoin Cash does really, really good, right? Another thing, the last thing we'll be looking at is actually Fibonacci zones. So I'm not sure if I even have my settings on this account. I don't. So we're gonna have to be colorful today, but it still all works. So pretty much if we take from the top to the bottom, right, and we look at key areas, we're not gonna be looking at the very top one, but other probable areas, the 1.6 and the 2.6 and even at 3.6 if all things go super, super well with Bitcoin Cash in terms of technical, fundamental, and there's extra money in the markets. But right now, we're just going to go on the more conservative, realistic side. If Bitcoin Cash decides to create new all time highs and break to new areas, the area we could see is pretty much the 1.6 and 2.6, somewhere between there. So if we take it from the bottom here, right, we pretty much take it from here and we go to here. That'd be 9 times for your money, and 2.6, which is still much higher, would be almost 15 times profit. Now, for me, if we were to expand, I would say this is more of the golden zone. Um, that's for me more of the golden zone because you guys got to remember even if we do go right from here to even like let's say 1.6, which is 9 times profit, which is pretty much almost 10x the amount, that would be $135 billion market cap, which is very, very high. So um, just be wary of that. But pretty much for me, I would be looking for potentially equal highs. But overall, I would prefer to put my money into something else. But if you're a Bitcoin Cash believer, like I said, area you could be looking for is pretty much the 2,500 area. And then I'd be looking at the 4,300 area. And if things still seem really strong, then I'd be paying attention to 1.6 area, as that is pretty much $130 billion market cap, which it could peak there, right? It could peak there, but like I said, a little bit less likely. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time.